Welcome once again to Life is a University. I am Tyrone Poole, just doing a little bit of cleanup here. I want to welcome you guys to another exciting episode. I want to thank God Almighty for another opportunity to be here with you. I am Tyrone Poole, and I want to welcome those watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, whatever you want to say, all of my Facebook family and friends. I want to welcome you to Life is a University Show. Please like and subscribe so whenever a Life is a University show pops on, you will be informed, you will be inspired with information, so much information. T-Poo, how much information are they going to get when they view and watch Life is a University show? I'm telling you, they're going to get so much information that they will have to hire someone to help you misunderstand on how to maximize your potential. Yes, people. So please like and subscribe because teamwork makes the dreams of others work. That's right. That's right. So, what is the purpose of Life is a University show? For all those, this is your first time tuning in. Well, I got to tell you what it's like, right? Well, I understand that life is truly a university, and there are principal classes that life offers us all. And those classes are tests, they are trials, and they are temptations. And I don't care how much money you have, people. I don't care how much little money you have. I don't care if you only have two nickels. You don't have two nickels to rub together. Or you try to make $1 out of 15 cents. Man, life don't care about that. Life University don't care about your pigmentation. We all gonna have tests, trials, and temptations. And our experiences with these principal classes, is the only thing that separates me from you and you from me, and that is the truth. Now, this next statement that I'm about to make is also 100% truth. And the difference between those who overcome these temptation trials and tests and those who are still repeating those classes, haven't passed those classes yet. Well, the difference between those who overcome and those who are running in a circle with the same tests, same trials, you've been dealing with it for the last 5 years, the last 5 months, the last 5 weeks, you know what? The difference between those that overcome and those that don't is found 3 inches between your ears. That's right. It's how you think right here. How do you set your mind when you are being tempted? How do you set your mind when you are being tested? How do you think when you are being tried by life? Do you see the glass half full or do you see it half empty? It makes a difference, people. So that's why my purpose as host of this magnificent show, Life is a University, is to give you principle-based information that will inspire, yes, and motivate you, yes, mentally, spiritually, and physically to overcome, and graduate. Life University, so you can move on to the next level of your potential. Yes, you have more potential. There's more inside of you. If you woke up this morning, I'm here to tell you, you have more to do. You have more to do. How can I say that? Again, those who are no longer breathing, it's over. They don't have to worry about taking these classes no more, being tempted, tried, and tested. But if you woke up this morning to a day that was not promised, then that means that whatever you did yesterday wasn't good enough. There's more in you. So, are you ready to work that thing? Are you ready to work that thing? Let's put our hands in there. Yes. Are you ready to work that thing? Let's WTT 100, people. All right. Today I want to examine a topic that I believe touches all of our lives, And that topic is the nature of our relationships with one another. Now, to illustrate this in more profound, vivid way that you can see it, to illustrate this, I like to use the analogy of a thermostat. Let's talk about a thermostat, right? And just as a thermostat adjusts to the changing temperatures, our relationships with people, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. But our relationships with people can fluctuate. It can fluctuate based on popularity, right? And based on perception. Now, in this fluctuating society, one day you may be warmly embraced by people. Oh, how you doing? Oh, I love you. You are my favorite, whatever. And then the next day, you might find yourself in the cold when it comes to relationship with people. Once again, that's why I want you to consider a thermostat, how a thermostat reacts to its environment. It changes to accommodate the conditions around it. Now, stay with me. I know some of you are already saying, hey, I'm no thermostat. I'm not going to let nobody control me. Well, that's why you got to listen. You got to listen, because I'm going to bring some impactful stuff on this episode of Life as a University. So just like a thermostat, it changes to accommodate the conditions around it, striving to maintain balance. That's why, very similarly, we are, very similar to the thermostat is very similar to our human relationships that can often shift. It can often shift based on external factors. So you see, I'm not saying that you should be a thermostat and let other people control you. No, that's not what I'm saying. The thermostat is like relationships, right? It goes up and it goes down. So that social standing can be a determining factor. Your social standing, how people see you in the public, right? How many followers do you have? I got 500,000. I got 1 million followers. I bet you don't even know. I would say 1% of those people, right? But if you do something wrong, I bet you they unfollow you, right? Or maybe it's your achievements. Oh, yeah. When you're a winner, when you are a winner, everybody wants to be around you. Or maybe it's even a momentary trend. It's a momentary trend, better known as short-lived moments. Now, with that said, the statement I'm about to make, and I just wonder, this statement that I'm about to make, I just wonder how many of you will agree with me. How many of you will agree with what I am about to say? When you are popular, people are drawn to you. Much like a thermostat. When it's cold in the room, you turn the thermostat up and the heat makes the room more comfortable. So you want to get closer to that heat, right? And me personally, I found out that we as people are always trying to get closer to the person that is, should I say, maybe they're trending up. That person that's trending up, we all want to get next to that person, just like that heat, right? When that thermostat is warming up that room, we try to find that vent, especially when we're cold, there's nothing going in our lives. We want to try to find that vent, right? And get close to it. Well, that's exactly what people do. When you're trending up, people want to get close to you. They want to get next to you. Now, the person that is the hottest, got the hot news going on right now, that's who we want to be against. That's who we want to be with. Now, conversely, when you are unpopular, right? Woo, you're cold. You're unpopular. Or maybe you're going through some tough times, right? And people may and they will distance themselves from you when you are going through tough times, or maybe you are unpopular. It's not popular to love you right now. So let me distance myself from you. So people will distance themselves. Similar to the thermostat lowering the temperature, right? So now that it's getting cold, you're no longer hot news. And I believe this phenomenon raises important questions. Yes, it raises important questions. What I just described and what I just said, it raises important questions. Questions like, why do we let our connections be dictated, should I say? Our connections be dictated by such external factors. Why do we let our connections be dictated by such external factors? How can we cultivate a more stable and meaningful relationships? How can we cultivate and stabilize a meaningful relationship? Now, I believe by asking those two questions, it allows me, allows you, allows us, but it allows me, by asking you those two questions, to give you a few thoughts on how to navigate these fluctuating relationships that we have with people. First, we can navigate these fluctuating relationships by valuing substance over surface. I mean, popularity is often fleeting, people. It's fleeting. And it's often based on superficial qualities. So, in order to build a more resilient relationship or resilient relationships, we need to focus on deeper connections rooted, check this out, rooted in shared values. How many of you right now, you can, the top 5 people that you find yourself connected to, how many of those relationships are rooted in shared values? Now, we need to focus, should I say, on mutual respect and focus on understanding. So not only are we looking at value, okay, what values do we share? But mutual respect. Relationships should be built off of mutual respect and focusing on understanding. And me personally, I believe authentic bonds, relationships, are less likely to waver with changing tides. So unlike that thermostat where it goes up and down, relationships that are based off of shared values, mutual respect, and focused on understanding, they don't waver. They don't waver with the changing tides of the moment, the seasons. Secondly, we can navigate these fluctuating relationships by being consistent in our support, being consistent in your support. Think about it. Just as a thermostat maintains a consistent environment, we should strive to be a steady presence in others' lives, offering our support, not just when it's convenient. Oh, no. Or offering our support when the person is popular. No. Not when they are facing good times, but we need to offer our support when they are facing challenges, right? And how many of you, my question to you right now, those that are watching right now, my question to you, how many, and be honest with yourself, how many of you have hidden yourself when someone you supposedly call your friend or have a relationship with? How many of you have hidden yourself when that person got in trouble? Come on now, be honest with yourself. And truth be told, me personally, I've discovered that true friendship shows its worth, right? Its strength during difficult times. Would anyone agree with me? Am I just whistling Dixie here, or am I telling the truth? Come on, people. Thirdly, resisting the pull of social trends. This is another way that we can navigate these fluctuating relationships. Resisting the pull of social trends. Now, I'm here to tell you, it's easy to get caught up in the fading, declining, and flow of social trends. That's why they call it a trend, right? It's like bell bottoms. It's a trend. Anybody remember bell bottoms? Bell bottom jeans? People wear clothing like that. A lot of women, they into fashion and they wear the pants that have the big bottom. That's a trend. Right? So we we can easily get caught up in the fading away, declining, and flow of social trends and popularity contests. However, remember that the genuine relationships are built on more than just short-lived moments and admirations, people. So my advice is to resist. Give it a stiff arm. Resist the urge to distance yourself from someone just because they're not in the spotlight. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't distance yourself from someone just because they're not in the spotlight. Maybe they were in the spotlight. They're out of the spotlight. This is one thing I do know. They will be back in the spotlight. Or if there's a person who has never been in the spotlight, but they're doing the right things, one day they will be in the spotlight. And you don't want to be that person coming up, kissing butt, right? Trying to make up. I'm just calling it like it is, people. So resist the urge to distance yourself from someone just because they're not in the spotlight. And speaking of spotlight, I am going to have to take a commercial break, people, because I got to spotlight some great things happening. But when I return, I have three more thoughts on how to navigate human relationships, the nature of our relationships with one another. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back with more Life is a University Show.
There's a price to pay to become somebody new. There's a price to pay for change. Do I have what it takes? When you look into my future, can you see me making it?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Hello, my name is Elijah and my body is my business. When I want to outperform my competition, I use TNT Nitric Shock pre-workout powder. It gives my body energy to maximize my performance. Take your performance to the next level and use Work That Thing TNT pre-workout powder.
All right, we are back. Welcome to and welcome back to Life is a University Show. I am your host, Tyrone Poole, and today's topic is about the human relationships, the nature of our relationship and relationships with one another. Now, I want to say something about this young man that you guys just saw, Elijah. And I'm going to be the first to tell you guys, right? Elijah's a great athlete. He's a sophomore. In high school. He plays wide receiver and he plays defensive back, right? And Elijah and his parents came to me, and I'm pouring everything into Elijah that I know mentally. It ain't about so much the backpedaling. It's about right here that I'm giving him. So you guys have heard of Travis Hunter? Well, be on the lookout for Elijah. He's at Woodward Academy. Check him out. He's a sophomore. So the boy got great things coming. So with that said, let me dive back into what we're talking about here. Human relationships, the nature of our relationships with one another. The fourth thing that I believe we can do to navigate these fluctuating relationships is by practicing empathy and compassion, people. As a society, we have to understand that everyone has their ups and downs, people. And again, just as a thermostat adjusts with the seasons, we should adjust our understanding and empathy towards others, our understanding and our empathy towards others, and recognizing that popularity doesn't define a person's worth. Let me say that again. Recognizing that popularity doesn't define a person's worth. And check this out. Everyone deserves kindness and respect. I'm telling you, when I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself as well. I'm talking to myself as well, because faith comes by hearing. It don't say who you need to hear it by. You just need to hear it. So when I talk, even if nobody showed up, I will still be here because this is my purpose. What did I say in the opening of the show? I said my purpose, praise God, is to give principal information. So whether it's one person, 1,000 people, or 1,000,000 people, or just me, I'm going to achieve that purpose. So we need to understand that everybody deserves kindness and respect. Now, the fifth thing that we need to do, we need to cultivate self-worth. Now, this one is big. This one is huge, what I'm about to say. If you didn't write down anything that I said previously, I want you to write this down. If you didn't hear anything I said previously, I want you to turn up the volume right now. Tighten up your headsets. Turn up your earpiece. The fifth thing that we need to do, that we can do to navigate these fluctuating relationships, is by cultivating a self-worth mentality. You need to cultivate self-worth. And I'm like, people, really hear me loud and clear. Hear me loud and clear. Your value does not depend on the number of people who like you at that given moment, any given moment. Let me repeat that again. Because somebody like, oh, what did he say? I want to make sure you heard me. Cultivate self-worth. Your value does not depend on the number of people who like you at any given moment. When you cultivate a strong sense of self-worth, who you are, meaning a self-worth that isn't reliant on external validation. I got to say that again. Self-worth, in my definition, means that I am not reliant. I'm not relying on external validation. My validation comes from inside. Woo! I can shut the show down right there. I can shut the show down right there and walk away. Fool. So that's why I'm here to tell you and to tell myself, when you are confident in your own value, you will attract the right relationships that are genuine and not contingent on your popularity. Woo! Man, I love that one. Finally, people, my last one. Finally, we can cultivate these, navigate these fluctuating relationships by leading by example. What do you mean by leading by example, Tyrone? Well, simply meaning be in charge of you. Be the change that you wish to see in your social circles. Show others that you value people for who they are, not for social standing. I got to say that again. Show others that you value people. We lead them by example now. We lead them by example, right? Show others that you value, because people are watching. People always watch. Always watch. Even on social media. When people don't like your posts or they don't say anything, oh, they watching. How do I know? And I know it's a lot of you out there know. Because the thing about social media, it shows when you click on that picture. It shows who clicked on it. So if I'm you, if I click on it, just go ahead and like it, right? So we show others that we value people for who they are, not for their social standing. leading by example. Your actions can inspire those around you to adopt a more consistent and genuine approach to relationships. Again, let me conclude by saying, while human relationships can be more up and down as a thermostat responding to changing weather, I know we have the power to foster more stable and authentic connections. We have the power to stabilize this type of authentic connection by valuing substance over surface. We have this stability and connectivity to be consistent in our support. We have the power of stability and connectivity that will help resist social trends. We have this stability and connectivity power to practice empathy. We have this stability and connective power to cultivate self-worth. And we have the power, this power of stability, this power to connect and build better relationships by leading by examples, people. And I believe we were given the power so we can create a more warm and nurturing environment for our relationships to prosper and to maximize. Most importantly, I want you to remember the true measure of a relationship isn't how people treat you when you're popular. No, that's not the measure when you're popular. But how people stand by you when you're not popular, when you're going through things. And because of that, I got a challenge for you. Because of what I just said and because of this whole entire episode, I challenge myself and I challenge you. I challenge us to be the kind of people who offer steady warmth regardless of the season in a person's life. Good season or bad season. Let us work that thing called stay steady. Stay steady. So, until next episode, people, I pray that you prosper in everything and be in health just as your soul prospers. I want to thank you for watching Life is a University Show. And if today's information was helpful to you in any kind of way, please email us. Do I need to do my James Brown? Please, 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 please email us and share your thoughts. info@lifeisauniversity.com. Also, if you are having a corporate event, workshop, college program, youth empowerment seminar, church function, and you're looking for a unique speaker, well, I am that unique speaker that you're looking for. Look no further. You found him, fella. Is this the Brixton Bixby that wrote all those books? You don't think I can write them books, fella? That's a David Chappelle skit. Look no further. You found him, fella. So if you're looking for that unique speaker, look no further. You found him. Just email me. I don't start messing up now. Just email me at bookings@tyronepoole.com. People, it's live. It's live. So anything can happen, right? I just got out of character and I'm trying to get back in character, right? So if you're looking for that unique speaker, you having any type of event, email me at bookings@tyronepoole.com. And again, I want to thank you for watching Life is a University Show, where our mantra is work that thing with us or watch us work that thing. What do? we work that thing. What is it all about? It's all about the E. If you're going to work that thing, you got to work that thing with energy. You got to be efficient. You got to be effective. You got to give effort, no matter what your E word is that excites you to work that thing. The E is about everyone. So until next time, people, WTT 100. Peace. I am out of here.